Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl, Shavalita Reads. For those who are new to my channel, hey, what's up? Welcome. I fangirl, gush, rant about anything book related. If you laugh at any point of this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and comment and also subscribe. I was just about to say amen. Amen, amen. I haven't been uploading a lot because it is my last semester. Well, not my last semester, but it is my last year as an undergrad. I am majoring in English education and I am wrapping it up. So this is my last semester with 4 classes. It's time consuming, especially with my job because I am a full-time with 2 jobs. So yes, I'm gonna be only talking about the 2 books I had the time to read. There's a lot of books that I'm currently reading, but some of them I'm DNFing, some of them are just like, But there was one that I read in February that I loved, and there was one in March that I finished that I absolutely loved. It's going to be a February and March wrap up. If you are interested, just keep watching. It goes on and on and on, and it goes on and on and on again. February, I was trying to do like a no fantasy February, so I was only gonna strictly read about love, whether the book focused on love within the main characters, parental love, sibling love, things like that. One of the books that I've read in February, I absolutely love it. If Vale Streets Could Talk. This is by James Baldwin, by the way. You guys, I absolutely love this book. This book received so many tabs. This is the type of book that I wouldn't mind reading every year, multiple times a year. It's just very, very beautiful. I'm just gonna read the synopsis for those who don't know about this book. This book is about 2 characters. Tish, she's 19-year-old and she falls in love with her best friend whose name is Fonnie, and he's a young sculptor. So you get into the story. She's pregnant. Fonnie's the father of the child. They're gonna get married. Just a beautiful love story. But what tragically happens is he gets accused of a crime that he didn't commit. See them navigate through that. You see the families navigate through this ordeal, through this situation that happens, and what lengths that they go through to clear his name. It's very, very powerful. It is very, very beautiful. One thing that I can say that I took away from reading this book is how innocent love is and just how pure love is in the midst of a world that is corrupted and a world that is impure. And I just really love this book. There was a thing that Baldwin did in this story that I really liked that not a lot of authors can do. Tish's point of view is like was going from past to present. So it was seamless how Baldwin just wrote the past and the present, how it just tied together. I just really love that. I feel like today's authors, they have such a hard time doing that, and I think Baldwin executed that perfectly. I give this book a 5 out of 5. This is a special book to me. I would want my kids to read, where I would want my students to read. This is a very powerful book. The next book that I read is called Vicious by my good sis, V.E. Schwab. This was my first V.E. Schwab book, and it did not disappoint. Okay? It did not disappoint. From the synopsis, great. All the way from the beginning to the end, I was invested. So let me tell you a little bit about the book. So the 2 best friends, Victor and Eli, not really best friends, but they were college roommates. So their senior year, they had and it was like a research class. And their senior year, a shared research interest in adrenaline, near-death experiences, and seemingly supernatural events reveals an intriguing possibility that under the right conditions, someone could develop extraordinary abilities, or EO. So these are kind of like people who have abilities, and they had a near-death experience. So to be an EO, you would have had to had a near-death experience, and it's just a lot of factors that come into play. And then once you survive that near-death experience, you start having these extraordinary abilities. So Victor and Eli wanted to recreate that. So they purposely put themselves into a situation that they can die. And they develop supernatural powers. And you got jealousy, you got frame, you got like murder. It is such a good book. This was my first V.E. Schwab book, and this will not be my last. This was great. I really did 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for Vicious. 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend somebody who wants to get out of their reading slump. That's a great book to get out of your reading slump. Like, it has you engaged through it all. And it doesn't do like a info dump. The way she does it, she gradually brings it to you. She gradually brings it to you. So yeah, this was a pretty quick wrap up. Currently, if y'all care about my reading goals on Goodreads, I am 19 out of 30, which is great because we just started the second quarter of the year and I'm really happy. I feel like it's because I really knocked down them books in January. Hopefully by June, I would surpass my reading goal. Or I would at least reach to 30 or surpass my reading goal, whichever comes first. Also, before we leave, this is something that I'm gonna do now, and it is Haitian word of the day. The Haitian word of the day is moins. Moins is spelled M-W-E-N. Moins. M-W-E-N. Moins. So moins is a possessive pronoun. Okay? So this is a first person possessive pronoun, and it is my. So it's mine. So if I say "Kai moi," that means my house. With Creole especially, if you're looking at it in an American lens or in an English speaking lens, you're gonna think it's backward. Haitian, it's not. In English, we would say "my book," but in Creole, it would be "livre moi." So like you can say "livre moi," or if somebody's accusing you of something, right? Like you just drop this moi, be like me, right? So it's either me or mine, depending on the situation and depending on the context. So if somebody's accusing you of something, or somebody's moins, right? If somebody's like, why did you just close the book like that? And you know you didn't do it, you'll be like, moins, moins. See, so it's really body language as well. So when you give off that body language, you're just like, me, do that. Yeah, so that's what it is. I'm telling you guys, if you keep watching, you'll learn Creole. Just like that. All right, so thank you guys once again for tuning in. I'm so happy that you guys are continuously supporting me. I really appreciate it. As we say in my native language, bye.